Okay, today is a quick instructional video on independent and dependent variables. So the first thing I want to do is go over the definitions. A independent variable is a variable whose value is independent, and dependent is a variable whose value depends on another value. The language for every, a rate of, per, each, measurement units. And as you do more of the working with independent variables, this will make more sense. Please save this worksheet for when we do word problems, okay? Another thing that I have a mnemonic that I've used. It's called dry mix, and it helps me remember which variables are which. The D for dry is dependent, responding, and it's the y-axis. M is for manipulative. I is for independent, if I can spell, independent, and it's the x-axis. So the things that you really want to know is the y-axis is the dependent, and the x-axis is the independent, okay? So when we look at the first word problem, at the bake sale, each cupcake earns $2 for the school program. So we know that each cupcake is important and $2 is important. So when we look at how this works, and the way I kind of try and figure it out is I make a chart and I go, okay, so I know that if I sold a cupcake, I'll get $2. So then I start to put it together. One cupcake gives me $2. Two cupcakes gives me $4. Three cupcakes give me $6. Four cupcakes give me $8. Okay, so we're starting to get a pattern. Now here, so we're seeing that, so the X is the number of cupcakes. It just kind of helps clarify it for me, and everybody's a little bit different. And then the dependent variable would be the dollars or the money, okay? So here, when you do X and Y too, and I like to color, so I'm going to make the y-axis red, because we know that's the dependent, and the number of cupcakes is purple, independent variable. And then I also like to go, Y goes here. Did I do that backwards? Yes, I did. So Y is the red, and the X is the purple. All right. And so then I put X down here. I label my axis while I'm still thinking clearly. Number of cupcakes. And this is dollars. Okay. Now here, you know that you start off on 0 in the corner. And so the number of cupcakes would be, we're going to look right at your chart. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then for each cupcake, it's $2 more. So 2, 4, 6, 8. So for every cupcake, it costs $2. So 2 cupcakes, $4. All right. For 3 cupcakes, it's $6. For 4 cupcakes, it's $8. All right. So again, the number of cupcakes is the independent variable, and the dollar is the dependent variable. And the way I look at it, if you change the number of cupcakes, it affects the number of money that you're going to earn. Okay? And I think we have our chart, we have our table, we have our variables, and hopefully that makes sense. And remember, if you have questions, you ask the teacher. Now we're going to flip it over, and we have 2 separate graphs here. I'm going to let you try these on your own and let me know in a few minutes. Come in and check out how you did. And the answer keys will be here. Thank you. Okay, so one thing on the front that we did not go over, and that is we have to come up with an equation that combines both of these variables. So y we know is dollars, okay? X we know is number of cupcakes. We know that the amount of money depends on the number of cupcakes sold. So dollars equals 2 times, and X represents the cupcakes or the number of cupcakes. Okay, so this is where it's like if you sold 4 cupcakes, it would be $8. Okay, now we're going to go to the other side, and I kind of did it because those that did it, I didn't want them to sit there and go nuts and have me go step by step. So again, I like to use color. So I put my dependent, responding, y-axis, manipulative, independent axis code here. So we have 20 liters of fuel for every load of concrete delivered. The dependent variable is the fuel delivered, and the independent variable is the load of concrete, okay? Because the fuel delivered is dependent upon the number of loads of concrete, which is independent. So y equals 20 times the loads of concrete, okay? Then if you go down here, I graphed it, X and Y, and I tried to color code so that it would all come together for you. So X, I put 1, 2, 3, 4 for loads of concrete, 20, 40, 60, 80. It increased by $20 for each load. And then when you graph it, the loads of concrete is on the x-axis and the fuel is on the y-axis. And I tried to make all the colors match. And then I just graphed it. 1 load was $20. 2 loads was 40. 3 loads was 60. 4 loads was 80. So it worked out a nice linear graph. Okay. The next one, again, I color coded it, and the y-axis is the pink and the x is the purple. Because I don't have that chart over here, I'll put it here. So the temperature increasing is the dependent variable because the one that is changing is the minutes. So y, the temperature, equals an increase, which is an increase is 5 degrees each minute. So depending on if it was 1 minute, then 2 minutes, then 3 minutes, then 4 minutes, it would go 5 times. It would go up 5, then 10, then 15, then 20. So 1 for 5, 2 for 10, 3 for 15, 4 for 20, and then you just connect the dots and make a nice straight line. Okay? Any questions? Please ask. Thanks for listening.